Hello, sir.
Oh.
Yo.
Hi. Oh, bring it in, yeah. Heather, nice to meet you.
Dude.
What's up, my man?
Hey, how are you, brother?
Feeling like a villain.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Let's hop right into this.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
All right.
Tory Lanez, the human being who has the #1 album in the country right now.
Yeah.
All right.
What's poppin'?
Yo, look at you right now. You look incredible. I am just like, it's like you have a giant, rack of boobs in front of me, but it's all shiny. I can't stop looking. Like, can you go?
Thank you.
Can you like walk me through what you're wearing right now, real quick?
I got a jeweler in New York who does all my jewelry.
It's amazing.
This is like a little pinky ring, I guess, and
Unbelievable.
Gorgeous.
watch and some chains, things like that. That is hilarious.
Yeah, we got blow up doll back there.
We
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
Zach learned how to kiss on it.
I
Okay.
did.
Hey.
Is it still amazing when you get to put these incredible pieces of jewelry on your body? I mean,
Yes,
you're wearing a
definitely.
car right now. You know?
For me, it's more of a symbolization of like being a king.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't wear jewelry because I'm just trying to be like some rapidy rap guy. I know it looks like that, but it symbolizes just royalty. All
Very
the kings
nice.
had nice jewelry, things that shined.
Yeah.
You know,
Why don't you follow anybody on Twitter?
I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know.
You don't need it. You don't need to, it clogs
You know what
your
it
zone.
is? I think I'm just saving like my follow for like when it's like one of those real weird situations where it's like, why do you follow this one person? One person only. Like I'm waiting for the right situation to like
I get it.
Whether it be like an enemy or like a friend or like a girl I'm trying to holler at. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
by the time I do follow like that one person, it's gonna be like serious.
That'd be a great like pickup thing too. I only follow you, girl.
It's
You
like
know what I mean?
straight up, like I don't follow nobody else.
Exactly.
Only you.
#1, you go.
Oh yeah, the album. I told you. Is the title directed towards someone? Is it someone specific?
Nah, not for me. For me, the album is I told you is basically just directed at everybody who doubted. The naysayers, the people that, when I was trying to say, yo, this is gonna pop, this is big, like, and the people who looked at me and said, I don't see it. The album's for that. The I told you is for that.
And the #1 proves it now.
Yeah, right?
Hey, yeah.
Why'd you turn down the freshman cover?
I turned it down honestly because at this point of my career, I just felt like it wasn't needed.
Yeah.
It wasn't the thing in the route that I was trying to take. For me, people have to still understand that like I went to that meeting
Yeah.
3 times before that or 2 times before that, 2 different years in a row. And if it didn't work those times, it just
Why would
wasn't
it work
the time.
now?
They requested me, but it just wasn't. It's not the time for that no more.
Is there a part of you too that I feel like because your music it's hip hop, yes, but it's R&B. It also transcends into pop.
Yeah.
Was there a part of you that was kind of a little bit strategic about that, even a little bit more so? Because doing that cover kind of puts you in a different world, but your sound doesn't necessarily live in that world completely.
No, definitely, and I understand exactly where you're coming from. For me, I've always stood behind, my genre being called swavy,
Yeah.
and swavy being, just meaning you could be multi-genre, if that makes sense. Just fusing multiple genres and keeping it yourself.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. So when I, branch out into different things like pop or when the music just ends up sounding like pop or sounds like rock or sounds like reggae or whatever it is,
Yeah.
that it comes from that. It comes from swavy. It comes from the music being fused, the genres being fused.
Tell me about this album.
The album is a movie. It's a cinematic experience. The album is something where you listen to it. If you do listen to it from #1 to 15 without skipping, you get a full movie experience.
Awesome.
Interludes, there's acting, there's skits. It takes you throughout the whole story,
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I try to give the listener something different.
Do you prefer rapping or singing?
No, it's not nothing in particular. It's just, I guess, whatever the beat kind of gives me when I'm in the studio. Because I don't really write anything down on paper. So when I listen to a beat, it's like whatever the beat's telling me, I just go in the booth and try to give it back, whatever it's telling me.
Now, what made you want to sample "Everyone Falls in Love"?
Honestly, I was trying to put out another record, and it was a record that we sampled Wayne Wonder, and it was a song called No Letting Go. It's like one of my favorite reggae songs. It's also on the album, but it's on like the bonus album that you can only get in Target. I'm sorry, not to.
Please, this is it.
Basically, that song was what inspired Love, because I originally wanted to go with that record, but we were having some clearance issues originally when the song was supposed to come out, so we ended up going with Love, and Love just ended up being as big as it is, so.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It really is.
Big record.
Is Tory Lanez a character? Is that the real you?
I mean, I guess.
Well, I read an interesting quote, right? You don't want to release music under your real name, right? Because it's not the right music yet. Right?
Yeah.
This is a different set of art under a different name, a different version of you.
Well, the reason why I say, I wanted to switch my name, when the time is right. Because the music is, it's just because, I'm young right now. This is the young, careless, not think about my future Tory.
Yeah.
And my real name is Daystar.
Yeah.
Daystar. Means a revolutionary light of progression to my generation. And I know, the way I was given my name and what my name holds and the power that my real name holds, this is not the music that represents that name. You know what I mean? Right now. And I feel like, as I get older and, live through more life and get more understanding and knowledge towards more life, then, then I'll go with my real name and make the right music that fits with my real name,
Cool.
That's what it is.
I really love that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
That's really, I think that's really special.
No, thank you.
It's also a cool way to kind of look at your life and say, this is me here and this is me in the future, and that's awesome.
No, definitely.
What are you doing now? Because you're 24, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 23. I mean, I do a lot of...
You're killing it.
I do a lot of crazy shit, but I'm easily not nearly as cool as you.
Get out of here.
No, it's true.
No, it's true. It's absolutely true.
Yeah. What do you think the craziest thing you've done recently? What's top of your mind?
Damn, I'm trying to think of something crazy. I mean, my shows have just been getting crazier.
Yeah.
The festivals that I've been doing, I think have just been getting... That's all I've really been doing is shows.
That's not bad, though.
But yeah, I've been taking every show to the next level. I'm climbing on more stuff. I'm doing more acrobatic, crazy, wild stuff.
Feel scared to maybe push yourself too far?
No, never that.
No?
I think I pushed myself too far is the problem.
Yeah.
When you talk about acrobatics, you mean like jumping off things and...
Yeah, like I crowd walk every show. I treat the venue like a jungle gym. So I always get to the second level of the venue.
Uh-huh.
I know it sounds crazy, but no matter how high it is, I always get to the second
You get there.
Always. There's always somehow, some way I always get there.
You're not afraid of falling?
Not in the moment.
I mean,
in hindsight, maybe you look back. Yeah.
I don't know if you stay up to date, but Machine Gun Kelly just broke his arm, smashed his face open, and he's... You don't see those pictures?
No.
It was about 2 or 3 days ago. He's got a cast on. He's got his lips are all taped up, stitches all over his place.
Oh, man.
Because he was doing something like that, and he just fell and busted himself open.
Damn. That's...
But see, I feel like now you're thinking that's crazy, that's horrible, but I kind of want to push my... I want to see where I'm going to go with it.
No, I'm just I'm just not going to fall. Remember, you got to remember, Machine Gun Kelly is very tall.
Yes, he is 6'5" or something.
Very small.
Yeah.
So it's the thing, I'm a jungle gym kid, so I've always been, I know how to maneuver to make sure that, not to say he doesn't, but I know how to make sure that, because just with my body type, I know what things are going to work and what things are not going to work, and I don't try to go over the top to please anybody, because it's crazy enough, half the things I'm doing, it's just that I've done them before, so they're not crazy to me. And that's, I think that's the thing with me and guys like Machine Gun Kelly is that once you start doing crazy things, they begin to not be as crazy to you, but to the crowd, it's just like the first time you ever did it.
Exactly.
But to you, it's I gotta up this or do something that's crazier, so.
Number one album, an incredible single. What I found really interesting, Justin Bieber showed interest in you.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? When he was younger, 16, whatever, and you were obviously not where you're at today.
Yeah.
It ended up not working out. I mean, do you have a message for Justin Bieber? Because he saw something in you, obviously, right?
Yeah, that's my dog, man. That's my friend. And even throughout my career, just at various random times, he would always appear in my life and just do something good for me and then to dip. You know what I mean? But Yeah, no. I have all love for him and like all thanks and stuff goes to him because a lot of the things like he's the guy who got me verified on Twitter.
Come on.
Like
Nice.
he's just like random weird little stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like he's just a good kid.
Well, you'll look at the blue check mark forever and think
And be
Justin
JB.
Bieber.
Hey, my man's
He really is a beautiful person. I like him
very
a lot.
good person, man.
Really.
When
Very
you talk about the
warm-hearted.
new Toronto, what exactly are you talking about? Does that include people like Justin and The Weeknd and Alessia Cara, or is that something
I mean,
else?
it includes everybody coming out of Toronto. As long as you want to be a part of it. All the new Toronto was that, this is a new era, and the way we look at Toronto now, opposed to the way we looked at it 7-8 years ago, is totally different.
Yeah.
So this is more of a union and a unity of the city, and just kind of bringing all the young people together and calling us the new Toronto.
It is amazing to see all the talent that comes out of Canada.
There's a lot of talent.
And I love the country's appreciation for music and homegrown artists.
Most definitely.
I think it's unlike anywhere else on the planet.
Nah, most definitely.
And the way they support art, and it's awesome.
It definitely is.
It's amazing. It really, really is.
100%.
I told you, the album,
Yeah.
number one, you say you're going to call fans as long as they can give you proof of purchase. Are you ready to spend a lot of time on the phone?
Right?
But we were doing this beforehand with the pre-order as well. So,
Yeah.
And we had called like 600 and something people with the pre-order before this day had came. So
Can that get old? Or, every call is different.
Yeah, every call is different. But at the same time, it's like, what better way to kind of express your appreciation, even though it may not be everybody who bought the album.
Yeah.
Those people will still tell somebody that this happened, and that will be a big part of,
Those moments will change everything. And it makes it real for them. And it also kind of makes it real for you,
Definitely. I actually get to see the real people opposed to them just being like internet
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Just
profiles,
people on the
you
web.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Were any of these people on the phone showing you anything, like girls flashing you or something?
Maybe once or twice.
Now, last night, your album's getting ready to drop, and you see Frank Ocean put out "Endless." Like, did something go through here? Like, F this guy. He's taking my spotlight.
Nah, to this moment, I still don't know what he dropped. I didn't know.
All right, I guess it didn't affect you whatsoever.
Nah, I don't know. For me personally, I'm just kind of focused on my own album, and just, the feedback on my album has been amazing.
How do you celebrate that tonight?
I'm not even celebrating yet. I'm just still working.
All work.
Yeah,
Amazing.
just doesn't stop.
You said, I'm going to bring up a quote you said because I found it really, it hit me. You feel like you're still broke because you're still fighting, you're still grinding, right?
Yeah.
But you want that, don't you? Because you can't settle. Because the second you settle, like,
no matter how much money I get, there's still this hunger in me as if I have no money.
yeah,
And I think it's because I've had no money for so long that it's like, I'm used to it, and I'm used
Exactly.
to having that, kind of strive to get where I wanted to be. So for me, it's like, it doesn't matter where I am. It doesn't matter that the album dropped today. It doesn't change anything. Like, I'm still some ain't shit nigga in my head,
yeah.
but that's just,
Is it hard for you to spend? Is there a part of you that, like, kind of when you're sitting down with your jeweler, right, and they tell you the price, is there a part of you that's like, I have it, but I'm a little scared to spend it?
Nah, in those moments, it's like I came there to spend money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but I'm not like the rapper that's just like every day I'm in the jeweler and every day I'm just buying shit. Like, it's just like I work so much that in the times where it's like I'm gonna spend this money on myself, it's justifiable.
Yeah.
It's like, because I work so much.
Exactly.
It's like I might as well buy something. You can't
It's
just
treat yourself.
Yeah, you can't just work and not treat yourself at all. Like,
You got that's fun. That's the fun. That's the fun part about it.
that's all it is.
Dude, I told you is the album and it's number one. Holy shit, man. Thank you for stopping by and
Thank
thanks
you
for
guys, man.
celebrating.
This is legendary. Thank you for having me.
Well, please, a pleasure. And, I don't know. We have booze over there. We can celebrate.
Yeah, man. I'm down to take a shot.
You want to take a
Some
shot?
shit, I'm with it.
Let's do
Yeah,
it. What do
I'm
you,
down.
we have,
We're drinking whatever's there.
okay, let's go.
Fireball or vodka?
Vodka.
There you go.
Fireball. I don't care.
I don't care. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Give me Fireball. Come on.
Fireball.
This is like, you're going to have a moment like
Tito's.
Tito's.
What do you want?
Oh, Fireball.
Yeah.
Last time I drank Fireballs, fuck yeah.
Not good.
I love the taste of it, but then it's like I can't drink anything else for the rest of the day. It's like
And it's it's too sweet.
it's too sweet,
candy.
man. Like, you know what I
That's
mean?
what you're getting, so.
I want that. No.
Oh,
I do.
okay. I got it.
Thank you so much.
I think I got someone's lipstick on my cup.
Oh, it might be.
No, it's the red from the outside the cups. They were stacked. Yeah, no, I was looking at that earlier.
I'm like, say word.
I told you
Right.
so. I mean,
right.
I told you. I told you. Number one.
Cheers.
Amazing.
All right. Ooh,
Congratulations.
Thank y'all.
One more quick question. Do you care about album sales? Because I know you deleted a tweet saying you're new to this, and
You know what's crazy about that whole situation is, you know, originally, my bad.
No.
Originally, when I wrote the tweet, I was writing it and I was like, you know, I think people took it kind of backwards. I didn't even look at it like this when I first wrote the tweet, but I wrote the tweet basically being like, he's trying to say it's not about the sales, because I don't really even know how the sales work today.
Mm-hmm.
It's something about albums, physical copies don't sell and blah, 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 and streams. I don't know how everything works anymore.
It's confusing.
But what I do know is that this music is the best music of 2016, I can say.
That's
You know? So it's like, for me, when I said that, you know, and I was going to leave it up. And then one day my dad calls me. My dad lives in Africa. When he calls me, he only calls me to say, like, really, like, he's like Mufasa. Like, it's like he just calls me to say, like, really, like, stuff that just, like, you know, wise things.
like you have to listen.
Yeah, you know, so he calls me and he's just like, you know, son, like, I really think you should just delete that tweet, because he's like, you kind of open the door to making people believe, you know, that you're not going to sell and do what God has already called you to do. And I deleted it because at the end of the day, he's right. For me personally, like, I see such big things for this album. I know this album is going to go platinum. It may not go platinum first week, but before this year is over, before the, you know, 12-month cycle comes back around, this album will be platinum. I believe that wholeheartedly. I know that, you know? And I know that because I know how hard I'm going to go.
All right.
You know, so
Yeah.
it's like, you know, for me, that's why I took it off, because it's like, at the end of the day, I don't want to give people the wrong idea. I just was kind of trying to say that I didn't understand how it worked, but it wasn't about that to me. You know, it was more about what this album does culturally and how it affects our culture, and the sales will come after that.
amazing. Tory Lanez,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
I told you, is the album out now? Number one, Love is the single.
Yes.
An honor. Thanks for
Yeah.
spending time with us.
Thank
All right.
y'all so much.